Hello again, and welcome back to Free Comic Book Day here at Time and Space Comics, Stafford, Virginia. We're at 1075 Garrisonville Road here, just west of 95. Come and see us. Today, we have a very special guest. We have John St. John returning to the show.
Hail to the king, baby. That's the required line that I have to say.
You have to.
Yeah, I feel obligated, though. You know.
So it's been a while since we've had you on the show. We've regenerated, so to speak. We've started over but we're still. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to start over with season 1. This is season 25 now. These are the special episodes, the interviews with the voice actors here at Time and Space Comics in Stafford.
The special episodes. What does that mean? Am I special?
Yeah, this is a short bus episode, so that's why we got John St. John
here on the short bus. Hail to the bus, baby.
So John, things have been crazy. We've had so much go on in the world of entertainment. There's a strike here and a strike there. What's going on with you right now?
Strikes are not affecting me at this time, as I am a FI Corps union member, Financial Corps, which means I can do union and non-union jobs. However, I will not cross the line to do any union work right now because I'm not a scab.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do that. But I'm staying in games. I'm doing stuff. I've got some stuff coming out this summer. I wish I could talk about right now.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's a famous voice, you know.
A famous voice we've heard.
You have heard it many times since all the way back to 1996.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting. I can't wait to talk about with you. What you said this summer?
Sometime this summer. Yeah.
Ah, that'll be good. I can't wait. But what's the most recent thing that you've come out with that you can talk about?
Oh, Turbo Overkill is a pretty cool game. That's from Apogee.
Is that the one that you've got on the table over there?
Oh, no, I don't have that one there.
I didn't recognize that character. What is that character you've got over there?
Are you talking about the little round guy, or which one?
It's like some guy with treads or something like that. It's some little rolling tank or something. Maybe I hallucinated that part.
Yeah, I think you hallucinated that. But Sam from Turbo Overkill, he's the AI intelligence that helps you through the game. Much like, remember Knight Rider, the talking car kit?
Yeah.
So Sam is the AI intelligence in the car you use to get through the game, and he instructs you on how to play the game in an English accent. And he has the what do we call it? The quote of the game, or the slogan of the game, which is "Good hunting, sir." Everything he says is in an English voice, much like this. Good hunting, sir.
Very nice. And that is available now on what platforms?
Oh, you can all of them, and you can stream it too. That's the best way to go, is to stream it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So what else is going on in your life?
In my life right now? Oh gosh, I'm teaching a teenager to drive a car right now.
All right.
That's fun. Let's see what else.
Horrifying, but fun.
It's nerve-wracking, definitely, because he's at an age, 15, 16 years old, where opposites are funny to him. So remember, don't press the accelerator all the way down. Oh, then press the accelerator all the way down? He's one of those kids.
Oh, yeah.
Makes me nervous teaching him to drive. His name is Spencer.
All right. Well, have fun with that.
Right.
Yeah.
So other than that, it's a lot of con appearances coming up. I'm traveling all over the place. Next week, I'm in Columbus, Ohio on Thursday night, May 8th for COSI After Dark, which is a 21-plus drinking party.
What does COSI stand for?
COSI is the Center of Science Innovation. So it's like a science museum, and they do game night for 21-plus only once a month or once every 2 months or so. And so they're having me out for that one.
And they had the bright idea to bring you out for that.
I think it was a pretty bright idea.
That's perfect.
They needed somebody to inspire people to drink tequila, I got a feeling.
Yeah.
And so there's that, and I'm flying from that right to Fresno, California for a signing in a store there. And then right after that, I'm going to, where am I next? I'm in Boise, Idaho for the Gem State Comic-Con.
Oh.
So that's my next 3 gigs.
So nice and busy these days.
Somewhat, yeah. The travel is a little difficult. I'm not getting younger.
No.
As you know, I am growing. I am, in fact, aging. and the older I get, the harder it is to travel. But I got to say that the experience, once I get there and I'm with the fans and doing what I do at conventions, it's just as great as ever.
That's excellent. So John, we've been there with you at
Long time Joe.
long time. We've been there with you at Not Con at Sea, which became King Con at Sea.
King Kong Cruise.
King Con Cruise.
Yeah, King Kong Cruise. Uh-huh.
You
even went 1 year without us. You went without the cruise.
Oh, we went with the diehards during COVID, and let me tell you, that was, aside from you not being there, it was the best one of all because there was nobody on the darn ship but us.
I was going to say regarding that, you've got balls of steel. I mean, who goes on a cruise during COVID? It was right. It was as it was wrapping in 2021, I believe.
Yeah.
And I had to. I was begged by many of our cruisers to please don't go this year, so everybody could transfer to the next year.
Right?
Because they'd already spent their money on deposits and such.
Right. And as had we, but we were like, you know what? There's a few people who are going.
But it was your birthday celebration, right?
No, that was the next one.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Was it? Then what was the special thing about going in 2021? Why did you risk the COVID?
Oh, because it was so cheap. It was so cheap.
Of course it was. Of course.
Because nobody was going, and so it was only like less than half the shift was used.
Dude, that does sound ideal. Now I'm missing out on that.
So we
Dang,
had
FOMO.
We had just a handful of us. We had a table full, because normally you go and you got a dozen
the dining
tables.
hall is packed. Yeah.
And it was one table, and it was all all the we called it not King Con at Sea. But so you've been doing this since what was the first year?
I'm gonna say 2018, 2019. Not Con at Sea, I think is either 18 or 19 because the first Not Con was 2017. I know for sure that was in Dearborn, Michigan, I believe.
Yeah,
the very first time we did Not Con, and then I got the idea right after that to have my own convention, but I wanted it to be different. And then Royal Caribbean came along and said, "Hey, we want to learn how to do this." It was a good collaboration between us. So it was either 2018 or 2019.
That's and so since then you've done every year. You were thinking, oh no, maybe we've reached our threshold, and we're not going to do it anymore. And then suddenly you were going to continue doing it, and not only that, but you're going and really amping it up a bit, and not just because believe me, we've had a great time. We've been on 4 of them. You've gone to not just the short little things to the Caribbean, but now you're going to go down to the Mexican Riviera, as they call it. And I went on that cruise, the equivalent cruise, years and years ago with my grandmother when my grandmother was still alive.
How about you?
And it was fantastic.
Was it?
That was so much fun.
Did you get 2 nights in Cabo on that one?
No, just one.
Oh, we get 2 nights.
Yeah, so it was Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, and Cabo San Lucas.
Oh, so multiple stops. That was cool.
Yeah. But there's 2 nights on this one. 2 nights in Cabo?
2 nights in Cabo, yeah.
I feel like that's the name of our new movie. We're going to shoot that on. We got to go.
Coming soon to a theater near you. 2 nights in Cabo. Rated R.
Yeah, it is. So what made you decide to jump over there? And what can you tell us about this year's folks?
Oh, okay. This year was fantastic. We had a great time. We had a wedding again this year. We have weddings every year.
Yeah.
I love being an ordained minister that I get to perform the ceremonies, as I did for you. One time.
Yeah. He married us.
I did. I married you.
Yeah, I know. It's weird.
Sounds weird to say that. So it was a great crew this year, and we've changed it up a bit. Remember, it used to be all voice actors.
Yeah.
Now it's more of the artist community out of Hollywood. And what we did this year was we brought Yoshi Vu, who is a generalist artist. You know his work from, oh my God, he has so much stuff from The Mandalorian to, I can't name them all right now because, brain fart.
Sure.
And then Jose Marin, who is one of the top compositors in the industry. So these 2 guys are responsible for movies and TV shows you've been seeing on Netflix and in theaters and such. And now we have a writer coming along as well with them next year. So we're bringing a real collaboration and another voice actor, a good collaboration of artists who can help fans who want to become a part of the industry. If you're an artist who wants to learn how animation is done, how to draw with what's the beginning. Yoshi Vu can teach you that right there in a panel. He taught that this year and taught people how do you get your project seen in Hollywood. Our guests can tell you how to do this and show you during their panels on our cruise.
That's fantastic. And you also had Sammy back, and she's done pretty much everything in the whole animation universe.
Yeah, and because she's a liaison between Japanese companies and American voice actors. So Sammy came along because she was demanded by our other guests. Go, oh, bring Sammy back, please. We had to. And Sammy, as always, did not disappoint. She was so much fun on the cruise.
Sure.
She's so silly, so lovable. She's like a big corgi.
Yeah. So not only has she done that, but she's done some voice work, and she's and she's been, producer and that sort of thing as well.
Absolutely, yeah. She is a producer, and now she is she has. I'm sorry, I can't remember exactly the title. I don't want to get it wrong, but she is in an upper management title position for one of these big manufacturer or developers out of Japan for anime. So yeah, she's moved way up the charts.
No kidding. That's really fun.
She's way more important than she seems. really.
Yeah. Well, she shows up and she's super goofy, and the same thing with a lot of your folks. You getting the old guard out there, the two couples you've had.
Right. And you also asked about what takes us to Los Angeles this year. We've gone out of Miami to the Caribbean every year. Mm-hmm. And a couple of things. For instance, I can name a name, Aaron Kirpal. Remember Aaron?
Sure.
Love Aaron Kirpal. Great fan and a great companion on the cruises. But he didn't come last year. And the year before that, I think he said, yeah, we've done that a few times. It was great. Thanks. I went, you know what? People want to change.
Yeah.
So now from the port of Los Angeles down to Cabo San Lucas for 2 nights and then cruise back again for 5 nights instead of 4 now. Yeah. It's an extra night. And when Aaron heard about this, he went, oh, yeah, I'm going. Go with the King Kong cruise again, but on a new cruise. Yeah. So to keep it fresh, we're doing that. It also, and I'll be honest with you, it saves us. This is what's saving the con. Because remember, I have to fly guests to Florida for King Kong cruise in the past, and that's quite expensive when you add it all up, and hotel rooms and ground transportation and their transportation back to the airport following the cruise. That all adds up to thousands and thousands of dollars. Oh, yeah. And we've only breaking even every year on the cruise. I've not made any money doing it. I would like to make money. I'm getting close to retirement. I would like to be able to do the cruise every year and have some money made from it by cutting out all of the airfare for guests, because all our guests are in Hollywood. It's a lot easier to finance the cruise.
They can find their own way to Long Beach.
Exactly. And now we're going on a giant ship called Quantum of the Seas.
It's even bigger than the other ones we've been on.
It's the biggest so far for us. Yeah, it's a huge ship with all kinds of cool stuff.
Oh, I want to come. So now, previously it was like end of February, beginning of March. Mm-hmm. What month is it this time?
It is March 3rd through the 7th, 2026. I'm pretty sure 3rd through the 7th. I think I got that right.
Oh.
Yeah. It's early March.
I want to go. I want to go. Oh, I want to go so bad. I gotta figure out if I'm going to, job things, because the world is friggin' weird right now.
It is. It is really weird. And you're in a tough place, and this is a tough area, isn't it, for work?
Yeah, for sure.
Depending on what you do. But exactly. I mean, you've had like military contracts and stuff over the years. Is it okay for me to say?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you're in an especially vulnerable position right now with your job, right? Mm-hmm. And isn't your partner also in a?
Oh yeah, she's already had things messed up for her.
Man, that's so difficult. I'm glad to be independent of the government.
Yeah.
I'm glad also that this is the first year that.
But it affects us all.
Yeah. I only paid this much in taxes this year.
Oh.
Well, I didn't make any money last year. So.
There you go. Yeah. I think our taxes was the one thing that wasn't just horrible about this year. It was just fine.
Yeah. Hey, I got to ask you, what are the tickets for? Do I need a ticket today? Is this a ticket to ride?
It's a ticket to ride.
But she don't care?
She don't care.
Can I take one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
We're doing a raffle, by the way. Okay. Those people who follow Comics Online. Now I happen to know that John follows Comics Online on all the social media.
I do.
And so we're going and giving away, we're raffling off Comics Online shirts. We found our old cache of all of our classic shirts.
Nice.
So we don't have 2008, 2009, 2010, or 11. No, we have one 2010, no 11. And just all the rest of the shirts are available. Not all sizes, but most of the sizes.
There is one other thing that I could mention that I'm as I get closer to retirement, ready to move, I'm having to sell off things, and I have found some collectible stuff that's one of a kind that I think fans of Duke Nukem would be especially fond of.
So when are we going to be able to get these?
Well, let's talk about it right now. This is the first time I've mentioned it at all, and you might remember my original Duke Nukem 3D standee. It's that 6-foot tall roll-up standee on canvas.
Yeah.
I'm ready to sell that too.
Oh, you're not taking it with you when you go to conventions anymore?
I don't. It's heavy and bulky, and I don't need it because conventions make me banners every time. So I also have a bunch of banners from conventions that have my characters on them. And one of them is 70 inches by 40 inches. It's huge. It was from Kineticon, and they didn't actually even brand it.
Oh, wow.
And so it's me with the Sonic the Hedgehog characters and Duke Nukem, and I think Postal Dude is on it.
Yeah.
And then I have the second Duke Nukem standee that I used to carry with me to cons with the modern Duke Nukem on it.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to go and do something live and do some auction, or what are you going to do?
I'm open to suggestions. I was thinking, somebody said eBay is the best way to go, and you get it on an auction thing. And typically what I would have done is I would have given these to charity auctions, which I did. All of my old Duke Nukem merchandise that I collected over 30 years, I have given to charity events over the years. Unfortunately, there was one in Detroit that I used to give them to, and they stole the money. Yeah, they never donated the money to the children's charity, the hospital. So that was disappointing. But all I have left now are these banners and my standees from my appearances, but they are one of a kind.
Yeah.
And Zoe was just saying, no, don't do eBay auction. What is the best way?
I think it's called Whatnot.
Whatnot.
You go live and bid live.
Am I on camera doing it and showing them off? Oh, Whatnot. Oh, hold on just a second. Hey, Siri, make a note. I need Whatnot to sell off my old merch.
I think that's what it's called.
Okay. All right. That's a good idea. Yeah. If any of the viewers today have a suggestion, I'd be open to them.
Yeah.
But these are definitely collectibles that are one of a kind. You can never find them ever again anywhere. So
no kidding. So what do you have today at Time and Space?
Oh, I sold off all the Duke Nukem flasks I had. There are a lot of drinkers in this area, apparently. I only brought a few, not knowing if they would sell or not, but I had a comic book store, and yet, wow, surprise. Yeah. I still, I have a shop that went live today.
Really?
I have a ton of merch that you would love, like the new King Kong Cruise beach towel. It's 6 foot tall and it's Duke Nukem.
Oh, I love it.
Sail with the King, baby. And all kinds of Duke merchandise and Big the Cat merchandise and John St. John branded stuff. And it's on my website, which is, you ready for this? JSJpresents.com. So JSJ, John St. John Presents.com. And it's the shop is also on the King Kong Cruise website. So you can buy any of that merch on either site. Yeah. And it's all kinds of really cool stuff. Original art done by Ardat Lily, too, the artist from Italy, who does a lot of my Duke Nukem stuff. I now have Yoshifu doing some work for me that will eventually show up on the shop. So some real quality merchandise I think you'll love. There are backpacks, there are tumblers, coffee mugs, beach towels,
shot glasses,
which are not actually glass. They're steel.
Okay.
I have silver.
All the better.
Yeah, steel and black Duke Nukem shot glasses with different. Everyone has a different phrase on it, like "come get some" or "down the hatch," "suck it down," that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
As you would. Mm-hmm. So there's merch to be had, and like I said, those banners that are one of a kind, I'm going to be selling those off through some kind of auction, I suppose. Look at that! I know a little bit about this.
Yeah.
Oh, did you bring that for me?
Speaking of drinks, we've already opened.
My precious. Right here, baby.
Yeah.
Patron Silver, the brand of Duke. Yeah, man. Oh, we're drinking this tonight.
Absolutely.
And there's another one backstage, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So we have actually 3 bottles of tequila that we need to drink tonight. Gosh, you think we'll be able to finish 3 bottles of tequila?
There's enough. There's enough of us. I think we can handle it.
Oh, yeah.
So when it comes to this new location going down to Cabo, what do we have in terms of excursions? Do you know about that yet? Can you reveal that?
Nothing specifically yet, but there are lots of activities at Cabo that you can do. The rest of the activity will all be aboard the ship, which is gigantic and offers all kinds of stuff. But in Cabo San Lucas, not sure yet. I do know that I need to advise people who come along on the cruise and get offshore at Cabo to stay in the touristy area. When you're in Mexico, you stay in the touristy area. There's a good reason for that. They assume that all Americans are wealthy, and if you're coming off of a cruise ship, you must be carrying a lot of money or be worth something that they, you know what I mean, without me having to say too much more. But the activities, don't have them all nailed down yet. We have a year to figure it out. But I assure you, we will have activities. So at the very least, there will be a scavenger hunt of some kind in Cabo.
Consult
sunburn.
Consult state.gov for your government awareness type things.
Yeah, to know exactly what you can and can't do. Yeah. But we'll have activities planned. We always do. Yeah.
And we get to do activities with you and the other time.
Oh, well, that's thank you for mentioning that we do it along with you. Like if there's going to be a jet ski adventure, I'm doing it with you. If there's going to be kayaking, I'm out there kayaking with you. And as will the guests. And my guests are younger, healthier guests than ever who I got to tell you, they loved every minute of the cruise and participated in every single thing we did. Sure. These guys loved it, and they loved the fanship. Yeah. So, we got a great crew and a lot of great guests coming along.
That's good. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, what else is going on as far as your voice acting life? Now, I realize you can't talk about, but you must have some other things going on.
Oh, yeah, but it's commercial stuff, so it doesn't really matter. Nothing national, so there's nothing.
Oh, it's all the local stuff?
A lot of local stuff, San Diego and Southern California, like car dealers and that kind of stuff. That's what I'm doing mostly. Most of my time is taken up doing jobs like that.
And concert series and that sort of thing? Yeah,
I'm still the voice of the Barry Manilow concert series, which they just sent me a check yesterday, a nice fat check for all of the spots I've been doing. He's doing he did a residency in Las Vegas, so he did all of those ads. And now he's doing his last show in all of these different cities around the country. So I get paid for every city that I mention.
Very nice. You're doing like a farewell tour announcement?
Yeah. They're the TV and radio commercials announcing where the show will be. And it's saying his last concert in Duluth, his last concert in Seattle, his last concert in Arlington, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shoot.
Bang.
What else do we have to talk about besides maybe we should talk about your various roles, where people have known you besides Duke Nukem, because obviously everybody knows the Duke.
Gosh, there's so many games, it's hard to name them all. But gosh, I've been in World of Warships and Dota 2 and Guild Wars 2 and Postal 4 No Regrets. I'm the postal dude in that one. All the way back to World of Warcraft, way back in the day when I was the original King Varian Wrynn, which, by the way, was my bad Patrick Stewart impression, which I've used in many games over the years, including Guild Wars 2, where I play Admiral Kunkka. And it's I warm up by saying, this is Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Federation Starship Enterprise. Mr. LaForge, put your visor back on. Okay, so that's the same voice as, this is Admiral Kunkka. I find that nautical. Or King Varian Wrynn, all the same voice. It's a bad impression of Patrick Stewart, but it's gotten me roles over the years. And I've had other bad impressions, too, that have gotten me gigs.
Well, give me one of those.
Roger Rabbit, which I don't do very much anymore. I did that for a couple of animated projects. But it's loud and obnoxious. Okay. And I don't want to be that loud and
wake everyone up.
Yeah. And it takes a little warm up too.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a loud voice, and it is obnoxious. And then let's see what others. Gosh, there have been so many games over the years that recalling them is hard for me.
Yeah.
God, all of the titles: Call of Cthulhu, Clive Barker's Undying, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Half-Life.
What'd you do in Half-Life?
I'm Dr. Rosenberg and Assorted Soldiers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then there's Star Trek Online, where I'm Admiral Bavat of the Klingon Empire.
Yeah, we were just talking with Wes about that.
Mm-hmm.
And so how did Bavat sound?
Like a Klingon, like he's got big teeth in front of his mouth, and he has to talk around them. And then there's Ethan Burgess, who is, I think, a Starfleet commander. Yeah. So he's just probably some English type of knockoff voice, or maybe Irish. He might have been Irish. I think he might have been. His voice sounded akin to this. Really, yeah. I think Burgess. There's so many. It's hard to remember how they all sounded. And then, I have games where I was every voice in the game. Twisted Metal 4 is a good example of that. I'm Rob Zombie. I'm General Warthog. I'm Mr. Jones. I'm Trash Man. In the Candyland Adventure game, only three actors in the game. Me, Lonnie Manella, who plays a little cookie boy, and Jeff McNeil, who I can't remember what his character was, but I'm King Candy, Lord Licorice, Gloppy, Jolly, Sloppy, Dopey. No, wait, Sloppy and Dopey weren't in that game. But yeah, back in the day, back in the 90s, there were very few voice actors. So when we would get contracted for a job, we'd do multiple characters. It's politically incorrect today to do what I did back in the 90s, like on NFL Extreme. I am African-American players.
Oh, and you were doing a voice.
I'm not going to do that because that's not right anymore. That would be like doing
an Asian voice.
Yeah, it's just not right. I've done those too. I've done all kinds of ethnicities, but now we hire those actual people of those ethnicities to do those jobs. So I don't do that anymore.
It's for the best.
It is. Yeah, it is for the best. And there's so many voice actors now that, there's a variety out there to choose from.
Yeah.
Yeah. And anybody who has a really good ear can be a voice actor with practice.
I hear that Wes has some training to be had about that. He's still doing.
He's teaching classes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that too. I used to teach on college campuses in Southern California. But I think what he's teaching is how to actually use your voice to do stuff. I was teaching people how to get into the industry, how to get an agent, how the business works. That's what I taught.
So you kind of need both of you.
Kind of. But I gave that up. It was a lot of driving I drove everywhere from Chula Vista to Simi Valley, California, which is, that's a big area.
Yeah.
And the driving got to be too much because Southern California traffic is such that, and I had to teach on weeknights.
Yeah.
Which meant going during rush hour to try to get to a college campus on time.
Which is way worse today.
Oh, you have no idea. It's terrible in Southern California today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 5. Hey, we got 5 minutes.
We got 5 minutes?
We can do anything.
All right.
Shots?
Drink a tequila for 5 minutes?
Okay.
All right. You got any shot glasses, or are we chugging out of the bottle?
We're just chugging
really?
We're
gonna dirty nozzle it?
Yeah. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, this is called dirty nozzling. You guys know what dirty nozzling is? This is dirty nozzling. We're sharing this. Here we go. Oh, smooth as a baby's behind. You ever touch a baby's behind? Well, I shouldn't say that while you're drinking.
My baby has a baby now, John.
Producer, are you partaking?
Not on camera.
Oh, you lucky son of a gun.
I have a grandson now, John.
No way.
Yeah, he's a year old.
Wow. And what's his name?
Sage.
He wasn't named after you.
No.
Oh, no respect at all.
No.
He gets no respect at all.
Yeah, but Kendrick, who you've met,
mm-hmm. How's Kendrick doing?
He's doing great. They moved to Connecticut, and he's they got a baby now.
Wow. How's your little girl doing?
Oh, she's great. She'll be out here in another month. Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, I'm gonna miss her.
I know.
Bummer. She with mom right now?
She's with mom, but she'll be with us. We're gonna go out to San Diego, so we'll go visit you in San Diego.
Please do. Let's do dinner. Yeah. We can go to the Hunter again, or out for something different. I don't know.
Yeah.
We only went there because my partner has particular food allergies that we have to pay attention to.
Hey, man. Well, and you've got a couple of things anyway. yourself. So that's that's smart.
That black pepper is a bitch for me. Yeah.
Which is funny because like that's one of the things that I'm always cooking with. But the couple of times that I have cooked for you, I make sure to remove, eschew the
If it's
black pepper.
done very lightly, it's okay. It takes quite a bit of black pepper, but if I get it, I can't breathe.
Yeah, it's no good. Onions get me.
No bueno. Really, what if the onions are cooked really good first?
If it's like soup, it's fine.
Okay, see, I make I'm by order of Spencer, my partner's youngest. I have to make baked potato soup like once a week.
Yeah.
I've gotten so good at it. First, I make a Subaru. I know people. What? That's a joke we have around the house. You make a roux.
A roux
before and
Subaru.
I make a super roux, which they're at my home calling Subaru. So I make this great Subaru first, and my potato soup is, very, very delicious. It does have onions in it. But the onions are part of the roux, and the very first thing I start with is the bacon grease in the pan, some butter, a little bit of flour, and the onions. Yeah. And they cook hard, baby. I cook the crap out of them because I can't have raw onions no matter what. They would tear me a new one. Yeah. I would blow an O-ring.
That's me. It's like, well, I can do them if I'm at home. Mm-hmm. But aside from that, no, I got to say no.
Yeah, but their flavoring is irreplaceable. You have to have that onion flavor in your baked potato soup. So I cook the living crap out of them in my Subaru. Yeah. And so I make baked potato soup every week now for this kid. But
every week
he demands it. You would love it.
I can't wait. We're going to come out and have some dinner with you. One of these days when you come out to Virginia, we're going to have you come over and, I'll cook you something great. I don't know if I can do a steak without black pepper. That seems sacrilegious, but I can do,
chicken.
Do up some chicken. I do some ribs. I think you would like my ribs. I brought you ribs one time, but you had just eaten. That's what it was.
That's right. That's right. Are you the one who pressure cooks your ribs first? Only if they're beef ribs, right?
That's true.
Okay, all right. But pork ribs, you don't really need to.
Pork ribs, I will parboil, and then I'll smoke.
Yeah.
And I think you would really like them. Yeah. But anyway,
one more for the road.
One more for the road. Let's do it.
Groovy. Oh, get that sound effect.
There we go.
If you don't gargle it, you're a pussy. Let's see if he does it. And by the way, power armor is for pussies.
I'm going to be wearing power armor in my Fallout games all the time now because I'm a pussy.
I had some guy tell me, I was doing a podcast a couple months ago, and he was just joking around. He goes, "What are you, a pussy?" And I went, "Well, you are what you eat."
There you go. So for John St. John and everybody here, Free Comic Book Day on here at Time and Space Comics in Stafford, Virginia.
And it's been a pleasure and an honor.
I'm Kevin Gozwan, and this is Comics Online.
Goodbye.